Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier, and in today's guitar lesson I'm going to teach you my fingerstyle arrangement of Alicia from Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I've done a full playthrough of the song all the way through, so go and check that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description and probably a card above. I'm going to teach you the whole arrangement, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press that notification bell. Leave me some comments in the comment section, even if it's just to say hi, because it helps the video hopefully get some more views. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, keep me doing this, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then you can support me on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. Now I'm playing this on my electric guitar. You could easily play this on a classical guitar or an acoustic guitar. It would sound great on any type of guitar. So I've got this PRS Custom 24. I've got loads of reverb, just to give it a big sound. Right, okay, standard tuning. The first line, the introduction little line, sounds like this. So to play that, I'm barring my first finger at the 8th fret, and I'm going to play both the E strings at the 8th fret, then B8, and then I'm playing G10. So the first bar. And thing to point out, we're in 3/4, so 3 beats per bar until we get later on in the song where it goes to 4/4, but for now we're in 3/4. So 1 and 2, 3. It then goes into bar 2, and you play both the E strings at the 8th fret, and then B11. I'm using my little finger there on B11. So you play both the E strings at fret 8, B11, and then G8. And then into bar 3, I'm going to play E8 and B8, then G10, and then I'm using my second finger and playing B9. So bar 3. And into bar 4, I'm playing the E8 again, nearest to your face, and then G8. And then you play D10, and then A10. So it's... And then this is like the vocal line, where we play G8, G7, and then G8. So you can take off the chord shape there, you can go... And you could have a little pause in between it a bit to go live, if you wanted to. Okay, so the whole of that line goes. On to the second line, and we've got this. So to start off with, I'm going to put my first finger on D6, second finger on A8, little finger on B8. And I'm going to play those all at the same time. So the A8, D6 and B8. I then play G8 and then G10. So it's into bar 6, and I've got this. So I'm playing a B flat chord here at the beginning of bar 6. So first finger A6, second finger on G7, third finger A8, little finger on D8. And I just play the top 4 strings all at the same time. And then I'm going to play the line, which is B9, B8, B6, G8, and then G7. So bar 6. Into bar 7, and we've got this E flat triad. Little finger on A6, third finger on D5, and first finger on G3. Into bar 8, it got So for this, it's like a C sus2 chord. First finger's barred on the 3rd fret from the A string. 3rd finger on D5, little finger on G5. And I'm playing the middle 4 strings. So A3, D5, G5, and B3 all at the same time. On the middle 2 strings, then I go, which is fret 3 on the D and G, and then fret 6, and then 5. So the whole of that line goes. On to the next line, and we've got this. So bar 9, where we've got a little bit tricky this. So play E1, D3, G1, E1 nearest to the floor, E4, then jump up to E8. So we've got really slowly. Into bar 10, got, which is first finger barred at the 10th fret from the A string, and my 3rd finger on B12, and I'm playing the A10, the G10, the B12, and the E10 nearest to the floor. So play them all at the same time. I then play B13 with my little finger back to B12. So if we go from the bar 9, you got. And then I'm just getting my first finger flat on the 8th fret and play the E8, the G8, the B8, and the E8. I then play a B8 and then down into bar 12, which is first finger barred on the 6th fret, 2nd finger on G7, little finger on D8. So you've got E6, D8, G7, and B6. And just play it, then rest, and then play, which is E10 and E8. So the whole of that line goes. On to the next line, and we've got this. So into bar 13 then, we've got this, which is A6 with the first finger, D8 with the 3rd finger, and G8 with the little finger. Then rest, then play E6, and then B9. So it's rest. And then we go down to bar 14, we've got A flat chord, first finger A4, 2nd finger on G5, 3rd finger A6, little finger on D6, and we play all those 4 strings at the same time. So the first 2 bars there you got. And then we go this. Bar 15, so open A string with D13, G12, and B13. Play it nice and gently, and then play, which is D10, D13, G12, B13, E11. So it goes. Into bar 16, we've got first finger A13, 3rd finger flat across D, G, and the B strings at the 15th fret. Then play a B16, and then it goes to a like diminished 7th chord in bar 17, which is your first finger on the G13, second finger on G13, third finger D15, and little finger on B15. And you play those middle 4 strings. And then you can have a little bit of a slow down here and play, which is B6, and then B8 and G8, B9 and G8, B6 and G8, then B6 and G8. So it goes. And then we've got in bar 19, which is G8 and D10, and then G7 and D9. And through bars sort of 18, 19, you can sort of slow down a little bit, play a bit free. So the whole of that line goes. Okay, on to the next line. This is kind of like the sort of next section, if you like. And we're into 4/4 now, so 4 beats per bar. The first line, we've got this. So bar 20, first finger barred at the 8th fret, third finger A10, little finger D10. And I'm going to play the E8, the A10, the D10 and the G8 at the same time. I'll then play a B8 on its own, and then an E8 nearest to your face, and then G8, B8 and E8 all at the same time. So you got, and then E11 nearest to the floor. So bar 20. Into bar 21, and I'm barring the 10th fret, and my second finger on B11, and I'm going to play the string nearest to my face and then the bottom 3 strings. So E10, G10, B11 and E10. I'll then play another E10 nearest to your face, and then E11 nearest to the floor, then E10 nearest to the floor. So those first 2 bars of that line go. Into bar 22 I've got, which is first finger A6, third finger flat across D, G and the B strings at the 8th fret. Middle 4 strings, and then another A6, and then E6 nearest to the floor. Bar 23 I've got, same shape, but at the 11th fret. So first finger A11, third finger flat across D, G and the B strings at the 13th fret. I then play A11 and then A10. Into bar 24, and we've got, so bass around an E, well an F minor, sorry, chord. First finger A8, second finger B9, third finger D10, little finger G10. And actually I'm barring my first finger. And we play the middle 4 strings, so the A8, D10, G10 and B9. And then I play just a G10 on its own, and then play that same chord again. And then E8, so you got, and then this is a bit of a weird one. It's kind of C minor over E flat. So fret 6 on the A string, and then the bottom 3 strings I've got on the 8th fret, so E8, B8 and G8. I then play another A6, and then E7, and then E8, so bar 25. And then this, I find this a little bit tricky to get this chord in bar 26. I'm using my little finger on E10, my first finger on B9, my third finger on G10, and then second finger all the way at the top on E10 nearest to your face. And play them all at the same time. Then play another E10, and then E8 nearest the floor, and then into bar 27. Just a G7 chord there. First finger first finger D5, second finger on B6, third finger on G7, little finger E7. Play it all at the same time, and then just that D5 at the end. So the whole line goes like this. On to the next line, and it's very similar to the previous line, or it starts similar anyway. It sounds like this. Okay, so we're going to start the same as what we did on the previous line. So this C minor. So first 3 bars are the same as the first 3 bars on the previous line. And then into bar 31, we've got this kind of diminished chord. A5 with D6, G7, and E7 nearest to the floor. Now I'm going to use my little finger to play that. You could use your thumb to sort of strum down and then play the E string, however you prefer to play those notes. But yeah, whichever way works for you. I've just realised I didn't need to use my little finger, but I have been using my little finger to play that. I could have just done it with these fingers. So yeah, anyway, it works for you. And then an A5 on its own. And then it goes to this F minor. First finger A8, second finger B9, third finger D10, little finger on G10. Play all that, and then E8 nearest to the floor, then back to the chord, and then G10. So bar 32. Bar 33 we've got, which is A10 with D12 and G12, and then little finger on B13, and then play them all at the same time. So into bar 14, I've got, which is G8 with D10 and A10, then rest, and then A10 with D9 and G10 at the same time, then E7 with D9 and A10. So bar 34 goes. And then bar 35, play E8 with A10 and D10, and then hold that on longer. So that's like kind of like a little pause, and then we're going to do, which is G8, G7 and G8. And that's like the sort of where the vocal comes in right at the beginning, because it's going to repeat back to bar 5 at that point. Okay, so let's try the whole of this line. Here we go. Hold that on a bit longer, and then you can bring it back in. And like I say, that will repeat back, if you've printed this off from my Patreon page, repeats back to bar 5, plays all the way through, all the way for each of these lines, up to and including bar 34. And then, instead of playing bar 35 on the repeat, we jump onto this next line. We've got bar 36, and we've got... So bar 36, we've got this A flat chord, E4 with G5, A6 and D6. You play them all at the same time, and then play E1 and D1, and then E3 and D3, then E3 and D. And then bar 39, which is A3, D5, A5, A6, D5, G5, B3, then B4. So then in bar 40, just finish with a little C minor chord. First finger A3, bar it down so you play the E3 as well, B4 and G5 at the same time. So that little outro, little ending part goes. And that's the whole song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed my arrangement. Go and see me playing it all the way through on my separate video. If you have enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier. Give me a like on the video, press that notification bell so you can see when my new videos come out. And I do love to hear from you, and I do read every comment. So please leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what songs I should do next. Let me know if you've played the game. Let me know where in the world you're from, because I'm just making this video from my home here in England, and you guys are all around the world. So let me know what country you come from. Or if you can't be bothered to write anything, just write hi, because it helps the video get some more views. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, keep me doing this, and you want to print the tabs off for this and loads of other songs, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. Or you can just give me a super thanks on the video as well. Well, thanks for watching this. I do really appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.